I better record this dream before I forget it. I just woke up out of the dream. Me and this 2 or 3 year old little girl, we were having a beautiful conversation. We were outside. I guess the parents or the older caretaker, sibling, or whoever was watching them was not in the immediate distance within me and the little girl. So me and the little girl, we having a beautiful conversation. I really don't know what about, but I could tell that the little girl was an enlightened one. She was a bright child. I could tell she was a what the term they use, star seed or rainbow child. I don't know these terms, but I know that it was a smart child that God is grooming, and within is just a chosen one. So closing to the end of me and the little girl's conversation, I really wanted to give her some money, but the little girl didn't know that. And so by this time, me and the little girl conversation was ending. The sister, it seems like it was an older sister, came back to in the circumference of me and the little girl. So I handed the older sister the money, and the little girl started crying because the little girl knew that it was her money I was giving her, but I didn't give it to the little girl. I gave it to the older sister. And the little girl started crying, and I said, "She got it." And she quietly, got back in tune with what was happening, the little girl. But the moral that I believe God is telling us in this dream is we have our little babies and children that are filled with the Spirit, and God is, the people that these little children are going to be contacting, being in connections and being in contact with. They're going to be talking to these little children as if they're adults, because the children are so bright and smart, and they are realizing that this is a 2-3-year-old, but I'm sitting here having an adult common sense conversation with this little child. But to keep the little child, because God do everything decent and in order, these little wise chosen children have to realize that there is an order of things. They can't be alone making these decisions along with these grown-ups, because the child may be in a status higher than that adult they're talking to. Even though that child is 2-3 years old, that adult that they may be conversating with, they may be at a higher, knowledgeable, awakened standing than the adult. So that child has to understand and overstand and understand, while the Spirit is within them. They have to realize the order of God, that stay in a child's place, have stewardship, have authority of rank of guardian, parent, whoever. These little children can't be alone making decisions along with other adults. Not saying the decisions are bad, not saying that somebody's trying to hurt them, but we never know. So these chosen children, these very smart children, they have to learn, I can't accept gifts from an adult. Give it to my mom, or you have to ask my mom, or I need to go to, and that adult's supposed to be in the right mindset to know they need an adult to do certain things with. But again, that child may be of higher clarity than the adult, but that child needs to learn at home that I don't make decisions without my mother, father, my guardian, my older sibling, whoever the caretaker God got them with at that time. They need to include that rank that God got over them, because we don't want anything to be steered in any negative direction, because our babies are being left alone making decisions on their own, because they're that smart. They are that smart, but it needs to stay in the guidance of the Most High. They're not alone in their grooming, in their maturing. They're placed in our hands and in our care. And I pray for the wisdom of all that is aiding our babies, our chosen babies. God be with us all, because it's so beautiful. Have a blessed day.